Alrighty, let's go. Hold on, let me just adjust my face because I am off camera. I mean, I'm off camera, but I'm too off camera. Alright, welcome to Roll for Question. Today, I had the plans to be making some stat blocks for monsters and other challenges for our adventure. Been putting this off for a while. Some of it's going to be tedious. Some of it's going to be time to get really creative. I hopefully am going to put all the creative parts up front because I definitely feel less creative the more I do this. I mean, like, the longer I stream, the more fatigued I get. And I think my best stuff comes at the beginning. So let's get into it. The Eruption of Wormgate. So we've got an introductory level from, or introductory adventure. Oh, I wrote that correct. An introductory level 1 to 3 adventure. Blah, 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 blah. We start off, I added a new section, the Appendix A. I put in a template here from the D&D style template that I use, that someone else made. We are not adding an adult red dragon into this adventure, but that's what the template has as an example, so that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to try and make my own templates for creatures just to make it easier to figure out, like, how do I run this? Because I don't like the idea of, to run this character, or to run this combat, open up your monster manual to page 153 and read that. Like, I prefer to have everything all together, but I will, if a situation calls for it, I will cite the basic rules. I'll do that anyway, because I'm lazy. I don't like doing it, but I will do it. All right, we've got this intro scene. Party is walking down a road. They encounter bandits in a standoff with a traveling merchant. So, how does that look? We've got bandits that we need to stat out, and there's a bandit stat block right here, which I will take a look at. I'm not going to use, but I'm going to take a look at. There's a traveling merchant. Traveling merchant does not get stats. They're not a part of this fight. They are a witness, a bystander, an objective maybe, but they're not a combatant. But there is a bodyguard, and the bodyguard... Oh, there's a guard. Okay. Bodyguard can just be a guard. I don't want to spend a lot of time on that because the whole point of this bodyguard is to die. They are there so that the new players can experience a combat, and if any consequences happen during that combat, this bodyguard takes them, not the players, you know? And there's 2 other dying bodyguards. We don't need to stat out the dying bodyguards. So we've got 5 bandits. We need to stat them out. And if we look at the bandit stat block, it's very simple. Here's some stats. I would like to do a little more than that. It doesn't have to be nothing like fancy, but something to just sell these guys as bandits. They need to have like one special ability that says to them, this is a thing that bandits do. Other creatures don't do this, but bandits do. But first, let me grab the guard stat block. Guard stat block. Oh my gosh. No, that is normal text. I'm just zoomed in. Guard stat block can be found here. Cool. Alright, then we'll take this template and we'll copy it. Cool, we're not copying the legendary actions. Bandit. Medium. Humanoid. Armor class. I don't know why bandits... Oh no, they have 12. Just kidding. I was going to say, maybe it's guards I'm thinking of. Guards have like an AC of 16. That's kind of wild. I'm going to give these guys an AC of 12. I think that's a a fun thing to stick to. A lower AC means that the players hit a lot. They don't need to worry about, like, I have +5 to hit and I rolled a 13. That's a miss. Oh, you know, a 13 feels like a good roll, at least early game. A 13 missing means that you're hitting something you probably shouldn't be hitting. Or you're attacking something you probably shouldn't be attacking. But at AC of 12, I can work with. AC of 12, other armor, hit points. What was the hit points? 11. That's a bit. I guess it's fine. There's a thing. I should have gotten my DMG. There's a thing there that suggests hit points. I'm not going to worry about the hit dice. 1d8 plus 3, 30-foot speed. Don't worry about this for now. Actually, let me just put 10s. In almost no world do these stats matter. I mean, the modifier? No, even the modifier doesn't matter. We'll come back to that. Saving throws. I don't think bandits get saving throws. Yeah, they don't. So we'll keep with that tradition. Just gone. They do get perception. No, they don't. They get no skills. Great. All right, they definitely don't get damage immunities or senses. All right, I'm going to try and target a challenge rating of 1/4 for them. Is that 50 XP? I don't know how much XP that is, and I should figure that out. It is 50. Cool. Bandit. Yeah. I'm going to try and target 50 XP. And that means I'm going to have to adjust their hit points. I may have to adjust the AC. Probably not. Probably won't need to do that. Cool. We're not giving them legendary resistance, but... So I think these bandits should have a short sword and a short bow. Let's go ahead and short sword and a short bow. And you know what? That seems fine. That seems fine. We don't need to give multi-attack. Not at this level. Okay, melee attack, was it +4 to hit, I think? So it's +3 if they're CR 1/4. Where are the blink dogs at? It's +5 if they're a quarter. Sorry, it's +3 if they're an eighth. Go with +4. Split the difference. That's not a difference. What am I talking about? +5. +5 ranged. Range. I think it's 80, 320. All right, and the short sword is 1d6 +2. So that is a 5, and then this is 1d6 +2 piercing damage. That's also a 5. Let's just give him a dex of +2. And then I think to math that out, we have to give them an AC of 13, which we can decide if we want to actually do that or cheat a little. They only have +1. So I gave them a little more damage. Oh, I got the crossbow range. You know what? What is the range of short... What is the range of a short bow? Weapon We'll look that up real quick. Someone probably knows off the top of their head. I do not. Short bow is... Oh, it is 8320. Okay, cool. Never doubt. All right, so I don't give them the legendary resistance, but I want to give them something. What's something that bandits might do? Bandits are... Hold on. They're interested in stealing. They're interested in self-serving being aggressive, being not afraid to inflict harm, not afraid to, I don't know. What can bandits... What are bandits all about? Banditing? All right. Thinking about this is in that direction not working. But what's a cool game mechanic? I like the idea of bandits that I don't want to say run away, but they move around. They are hard to pin down. I don't know. Let's try like, because I know goblins have a thing that lets them disengage as a bonus action. And I don't want to just steal that. Are goblins in here? Nimble escape. That's a bonus action. Yeah. Maybe bandits, when they hit a target, they can attempt to steal from that target as well. They're thieves. No, these aren't. When they hit a target, they can do X. Let's write that down. Let's see that. Bonus action. I'm gonna call this Nimble Fingers. Wait, is that literally what the goblin thing is called? Nimble Escape. All right, maybe I should call it like quick. Wow, let me just copy this. The bandit chooses a target they have hit this turn to attempt to steal from. The target must make a dexterity saving throw. DC 13, no. We'll oppose sleight of hand versus... No, the bandit makes... versus the target's perception? On a success, the bandit steals coins. They steal something of an object. The target's coin purse. The bandit then will try to flee with this. That doesn't make them very bandity. That makes them more like a common thief. I don't like that. I don't like that. So maybe they could like the bandit could kick. They stab someone and they kick them. That's kind of getting into sneak attacking. Nets. The bandit could throw a net. I'm not sure. What about? All right, let me go looking through here. Okay, so disengage or hide is a bonus action. What do hobgoblins? Hobgoblins have pack tactics. Okay. Imps can shapeshift. Knights can parry. If we look at our fight, no, you know what? I think I will stick with this. I think it's not the most bandity ability for sure, but it does set them apart from like it sets their objectives in mind. They're here to steal. They're not here to kill. Want to flee with their gains. So they'll run up to you, they'll stab, they'll take your money, and then they try and leave. They're not that becomes their new goal. Is this at night? It is not at night. This is during the day. They don't need to have legendary resistance anymore. Okay, yeah, that's... We can't delete this row? Oh, we can. Cool. I need to fix the stats. Let's get that a +0. Oops. I should probably give them sleight of hand. I should give them a chance to actually succeed at that. Choose a target within 5 feet. That who they have. They attempt to steal from their pockets or their backpack. is the target's coin purse, taking up to, let's say 10 GP. Let's not. 50 GP is a lot. 10 is more reasonable. Evening, dude. How are you? Hey, Tim. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Hey, Minty. How's it going? Fixing. Okay, this can be fixed. This can be fixed. Oh, I was writing of hand +4. Okay. All right, we have a very flat stat block here. That's totally fine. Go up to CR 1/4. 22 hit points. Okay, so they have twice as many hit points. So let's just... Okay, so that's 5. 5 times 4 is 20. Okay, plus... +3. Okay, so that's 3d8 is a 15. No, it isn't. It's 14. Because the average of an 8 is 4.5. 4.5 times 3, 13.5. Round up to 14 because I said so. What is that? What is the Blink Dog? They got 48 + 4. Oh, wait, I had it right. I just spaced out. No, this is right. 48 + 4. Okay, and then we'll give them a +1 con, because why not? That's a bandit. There'll be 5 of these guys. Kind of a nightmare, but they're not here to kill. Yeah. That's a bandit. Maybe I should make their short bow worse. I think this feels a little risky of a stat block to me. Let me just look at goblins. No, okay, for a level 1 fight, this is kind of sketchy, but I think this is worth play testing at least. Yeah, so we've got bandit stats. So the party comes across a traveling merchant and stand off with some bandits. They're 60 feet away of the traveling merchant. Traveling merchant is a bodyguard. See the guard stats in Appendix A, which is kind of a bait because Appendix A just says go to this other place. And then there are 2 other dying bodyguards. There are 5 bandits hiding in the trees. See the bandit stats in Appendix A. You know what? What if I just cut this number a little? Drop it down to 16. I feel a lot more comfortable doing that. No, honestly, I would cut it even more. Okay, so that is 11 hit points. That's what they had before. Is that CR 1/4? No, it isn't. That's CR 1/8. Okay, 16. There we go. If bandits sense advantage, will they also not maybe kidnap for ransoms? I don't know who they'd ransom the party to. They have a bodyguard. They got the bandits. Okay. The party, giving the party an option to do something. So the bandits, somewhere on this map, doesn't matter where. Party comes in. This fight, there are 5 bandits. And let me just... 16 times 5. Is that 80? There's 80 hit points that a level 1 party needs to fight through. That's way too many. Let's drop this down. Let's drop this down. That's just too many. I can't in good conscience do that. 2d8 plus 2. And that gives us 11. Yeah. That gives us 55 hit points the party needs to fight through. I can do that. I can do that. Yeah. Figured out how to say this. I really enjoyed your intro. Thank you. Appreciate it. Been playing Dungeon Keeper FX, playing through the alternate campaign where you plays the arrows. Cool. Cool. Dungeon Keeper is good stuff. Okay, the bandits realize their mistake once a PC attacks. Okay. The bandits retreat once a bandit has died. Cool. Yeah, that's totally fine. Actually, I completely forgot that I had that line in there, so maybe I actually do feel fine with this. Because the party doesn't need to kill all the bandits. They just need to kill one of them. Great. The rest will flee. Chapter Fight 1. Okay. Try and loot the merchant's wagon and escape with the treasure. Do we need to say what the merchants loot from the wagon? 2 crates, which consist the most valuable pieces being two large crates of cloth. Alright, if the bandits are chased off and nothing's looted, the merchant, whose name is Milt, is so ecstatic to be saved by the party that they immediately offer the PC one healing potion from their pockets. Okay. I don't really need to have this line here, but I could instead say the DM decides if these bodyguards are dead when the PCs arrive. They will certainly die if they don't receive medical attention. But I also, yeah, let me reword that because I'll leave that alone. I'll leave that alone. Up ahead are signs of an encampment. When the party scouts it out, it's obvious that a band camp is there. Blah, blah, blah. Here's their camp. Since we gave the bandits more hit points, hopefully that sells the idea that 16 bandits is too many. The party can't just, like, blitz in there. If we give them too few hit points, the party might think, oh, yeah, we can fight that. Because if they have struggles fighting 5 bandits, but the bandits retreat, that might discourage them from just attacking 16 bandits. So that makes a hard decision. I like that. I should also write down like loot, I think, because they're gonna take out one bandit and they're gonna wonder like, what does this guy have? And I don't think bandits should have anything by themselves. All their stuff should be at camp. Like, so I answered my own question. I don't need to write anything down. Travel down the road, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so there's a camp ahead, armed with a bunch of sentries. Okay. This is box text. Okay, I don't need to worry about that. If the party tries to travel down the road, they'll be spotted by the bandits, attacked by all 16 of them at once. They try and run. Bandits will chase. So now we need to figure out how to run a chase. And there's definitely rules for that in the book, but I don't like them. Oh, I wrote down more stuff here. Okay. Add math details about the skill challenges here. Okay. So Power needs to do 3 things. So we can make a table here. I wish I'd kept my my template. God, I hate autocomplete. There, copy of that template. I need a table. We're gonna make a table. And when I say make a table, I mean we're gonna copy a table and we're gonna say, look at this table, or come up with your own thing. All right. DC example options. I'm only gonna do 6. I would only like there to be 6, please. Delete rows. Okay. Fire ranged weapons at the bandits. DC, let's say they're AC. Let's go with their AC, so. Attack roll. Go off-road. Survival. I gotta figure out. There we go. Set that at DC 12. I don't know. That's just there. I need to come up with 4 more things for this table. I think what I like most is talking about what's important at topic and why questions. Oh, QUM81, thank you for the follow. I think what I liked most is talking about what's important in a topic and why questions. One can alternate between this and details working through examples. I was watching your video this morning on how to make combat fun. I think it'd be cool to give the environment itself a set of rules that affects the decisions all blips make. That's true. Like being in the desert means you have to like respect the desert. Like it's really hot, so if you do a certain type of action, like you take exhaustion, that kind of thing is really cool. Okay. 4 more things. I'm going to say instead of going off-road, I'm going to say swerve. Previous comment is in reference to the intro. I see. Laying traps Throwing, okay. Throwing down chaff of some kind. Dexterity, sleight of hand. I guess, I don't know. Can make it highly complex. We don't want to make it too complex because that slows things down. But yeah. I don't know, and I have good ideas here. Okay, so if bandits are chasing you and you're running away from them and you're trying to lose them, I guess outrun them? Outrun them? Outlast them? Constitution? Dexterity. But I don't know. I wanted one more thing. Don't want a room full of drunk cats after all. Yeah. Gotta respect your players' attention spans. There's a limit to how much game you can shove in front of people before they like are unable to keep up. Maybe I'll just take this away. Remove column. Fire ranged weapons to the bandits, swerve off-road, throw down cow chops some guy, outrun them or outlast them. Now the DCs I've picked here are pretty arbitrary. I picked the 13 here because that's the bandit's armor class. And I picked 12 here because I have no... I'll just make this a 10. And then these are 12s because I feel like they should be harder because they're less creative. And they're going to be harder because you don't get your proficiency bonus on these roll anyway. So, who rolls these checks? We can do establish when they do the things. Each player leads an action. One player action and rolls an ability check. If the player succeeds, collectively succeed 3 times before they fail. The bandits leave, otherwise they successfully form the party and attack. We can lay that out. Some example DCs below. You can make combat look complex, but making sure the player navigates it so well they look smart. I love those types of games. That is the difficulty of being a game designer. Making the complexity something that the players can understand. It's 100% true. It's a skill though. It's not something... That's the hard part. It's the hard part of making a game. Because it's like... It's not that hard to throw a dozen things at the players. But making it so that the players can understand a dozen things happening at the same time. How do you do that? I got the idea from a game design video I watched recently. It's a skill. It's a skill to be that you got to develop. Uh, I think this is okay. Like this is enough for the DM to work with. Like you got a bunch of DCs to work with. And you have there are 5 options here, and presumably the players can come up with something. Maybe we say the players need to do 2 things to slow down the bandits. We can be a bit more polite, because I feel like 3 things, that is putting it in odds, a coin flip whether or not they successfully escape or not. And this is an intro adventure, so it's okay to be polite, especially when the failure is you're fighting 16 bandits, and I don't expect the party to survive that. Let me go ahead and actually write that down. And I have messed up my table here. If the bandits catch up, they fight. They demand the party surrender and loot all, and they loot all of the party cash and coins and food, and then let them go. That's the merchant's goods. I don't know why that's in parentheses. Coins, food, and potions. Okay. So it's not a fight to the death. It's a fight to where you either surrender and you lose a bunch of stuff, or you regret it. Is that better? I guess it's better. That's something to figure out. If the party assaults the camp, consult the map. The party is the camp is big enough for 30 people. Do we need to think about this at all? I don't think I need to. Oh, I need to add loot here. I did leave that for future me to figure out, and the future is now. So, what is some loot that the party might get from a bandit? So I want them to get a magic item here, because this is absolutely sticking their necks out. And we go to the magic item section, and I'm not opposed to just making something up. Give them opportunities for getting an unfair advantage. Start with the obvious things, then find ways to obscure it just enough that they have to take 2 steps versus just 1 step. Well, I could cook something up like that, but I feel like I have to spend more time making this more complicated for the DM, and like I could set something up to where there's like, all right, you are X distance away from the bandits. They are running after you, but you're maintaining your speed for now. And every time you succeed, that distance or fail, that distance changes. And then some of these examples have different amounts of like difficulty depending on how far you are. So like if you're further away, maybe throwing down caltrops has a higher chance to succeed because it's less likely that the bandits will notice you doing that. Or if you're trying to outlast them, that gets harder because they can just like sprint and catch you if you're really close to them. But I feel like, is it worth cooking that up? By 1 step, I mean, oh, hey, a rock is conveniently positioned at the enemy's location. Let me push it down this hill. I possibly. That could work. I wonder if there's a way to set that up so that occurs naturally and doesn't just seem like the DM is throwing the party a bone. Because I don't want it to be a situation where it's like, oh, these bandits are about to catch you, but they all tripped all of a sudden, so you get away. Like, I don't think that would land quite as well as if it was more like you're running away from these bandits. Up ahead, you see like a crate full of banana peels. If you can just hold on, you can get to the banana peels. Like, I don't know, that sounds really silly, but it becomes more of a puzzle game. It's gonna take some alchemy to cook up a chase into a puzzle, but it's not. It's possible. It's absolutely possible to do that, for sure. Like, at some point, we're just making our own game, and we're stapling it into the chase. We're replacing the chase rules with our own game, which I've kind of already done. But skill challenges are a thing in the game. This isn't something whole cloth that I just invented. It's one step away from chase rules, whereas I feel like the more you build, the more you build up, the more distant you get from the game, and that increases the amount of burden you're putting on the DM. Crate full of cabanas is funny. I don't know. I mean, this is okay. This is okay as is. This is okay. And I would normally say something like, you can't do the same option twice, but honestly, doesn't matter. That's kind of a flaw of skill challenges, where if you can't do the same thing twice, you kind of have to get creative to figure out what are the other options. Like, if the party is all like, everyone has a bow and they're like, I want to shoot at bandits. I was just running down, I want to shoot at bandits. And you do that one time, and then they want to do it again because that everyone has a bow, and you're like, you can't do it again. You have to do something else. Everyone's stumped. Like, they don't have, they're like, I have a bow and I can't use it. What else am I supposed to do? Like, I'm stuck. Like, I want to avoid that. That is a absolute flaw that skill challenges has. But, you know, if you just spam the same thing over and over again, I've just rediscovered the problem with the chase rules. So Coco Cabanas and Pina Coladas. Okay, loot. A potion would be very simple, but kind of boring. A wand? Wand might be fun. A wand, a scroll, a rod, a ring. Oh, cool. It actually tells me here's an item. You can't look at it. Great. Thanks. I appreciate that. Isn't there like an actual list of magic items? Magic items, A to Z. Gauntlets of Ogre Power. That's actually really, really cool. I like that. Cool, that's the wrong tab. The loot wing contains gauntlets. Gauntlets of Ogre Power. Why aren't the bandits using these gauntlets? Because they don't know. They don't know that these are gauntlets of Ogre Power. They just think they're cool. Maybe a note that contains a plot hook. That is not a mechanical thing that I want to work on right now. Lots of food. I'm going to say 160 days worth of... No, that's silly. This camp is for 30 people. 300 days worth of... Lots of trade goods. 1d6 times 100 gold pieces worth of trade goods. Short bows. short swords. And lots of leather armors. Okay. Hooray for autocorrect. Well, that is loot. Is that good though? Gauntlets of Ogre Power are cool, but they're kind of also one note. Like, you get them, and then you immediately forget about them. I mean, you don't forget about them, but you're like, okay, cool, I have them. I don't use them at any point forward. I'm using my 19 strength, but there's a good chance that the person with the 19 strength doesn't need to use it, because the people who actually use their strength already have 19 strength or better. So, it might be better to just cook up something like Gauntlets of Ogre Strength. Did I? Gauntlets of Ogre Power. I'm calling them Gauntlets of Ogre Strength. So, Appendix B. Rename this. Or did you check out Return to Moria yet? I looked at it. I watched a YouTube video. It seemed alright. Gauntlets of brute strength. That's a different. See Appendix B. Cool. It does not need to be in italics. This is a magic item. I don't need to say that. This is an uncommon magic item. Requires attunement. Because all magic items that are worth using do. I want this to be something that people who use strength actually will use. Like, I want this, the fighter will have this. So, what I'm thinking is something that boosts, like you can, this magic item has 3 charges. This magic item has 3 charges. While wearing the gauntlets, you can spend a charge to add 1d6 damage to a melee attack. Is that the right wording? It's probably not the right wording, but I'm cooking. Alternatively, you can spend a charge to add 1d6 to a strength or a strength ability check or saving throw. 1d6 kind of lame. When you successfully... When you hit a creature, a melee attack using strength, you can spend a charge to add 1d6 damage to add 26 damage to that attack. These gauntlets regain their charges at dawn. Okay. Supposed to add 1d6. Alternatively, when you fail a strength ability check or saving throw to that, possibly turning a success, you can only spend 1 charge per roll. These charges, these gauntlets regain the charges at dawn. Okay, cool. That's an item. Now, it might not be perfectly worded, but I think it's clear enough what this does. You've got these gauntlets. You hit someone with a melee attack, you can add damage to the attack, or you can add a d6 to a strength check or saving throw. It doesn't boost your strength like Gauntlets of Ogre Power. And that's unfortunate, but I also I feel like that's cursed design. Like this has been a problematic item in 5e. Or I shouldn't say problematic. This has been an item that has not landed the way it should for a long time. And let's try that. That's an item. All right. So we've got these gauntlets that you get if you defeat the bandits. If the party tries to find a different path, they might end up fighting one of the following. Direwolf, is that in the creature stat blocks? Why am I looking at this? Oh, I see. It's because I had the rules here. Direwolf. Direwolf is right there. Let's go ahead and grab that. Direwolf. Stat block can be found at Now, if I was a nicer designer, I would just take the stats from D&D Beyond and put them into my doc. There's no reason not to. All right. I need to grab Brown Bear. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, no, there it is. Okay. I was looking at Black Bear, and I was like, did I get the color of the bear wrong? Brown Bear stat block can be found at Wendigoon. Giant goat, and also I think giant eagle. There's no giant eagle. Eagle? Regular eagle. Not a regular eagle. Come on, where's the giant eagle? Hawk? No. Hippopotamus? No. Swarm of crawling claws? No. Swarm of ravens. That's the wrong game, but it's not a bad idea. Brown bears are generally quite passive, I think, compared to black bears. I thought brown bears were like the dangerous ones. Oh, Top Danny 56. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, these are CR1 and the black bear. CR1 half. They're definitely more dangerous, but I don't know. It's a murder of ravens, not a swarm. Murder is more correct. It'd be true. Instead of a giant eagle. Oh, right. I was going to grab, was it giant goat? Yeah, giant goat. Instead of a giant eagle, why not a giant fire? Found at giant fire beetle. How deadly is this? What are we signing the party up for? Actually, very weak. Let's not do a giant fire beetle. Giant crab? No, giant centipede. Giant badger. Giant seahorse. Giant spider. Giant spider's not the right. Or not the right mood. Hawk, hunter, shark. I don't want to make something for this. I don't have the spoons for that. A lion? Sure. Could be a lion in in the wilds. Let me grab the lion stat block. Giant honey badger equals been nice knowing you. Honey badger don't care. Lion stat block can be found at lion. Cool. One of those things attacks the party. Party will have an encounter with the animals unnaturally hostile and use the party as responsible for the threat to its habitat. The party can react to them whatever manner they blah blah blah. Okay, cool. I already wrote a DC here. I see no reason not to stick to that DC. I trust my past self. Party will encounter the animal, blah blah blah. Okay, DC 16, or they end up somewhere else. They can end up at a den of dire wolves. Let's say 2d6 dire wolves. And or a volcano elemental, which I gotta write the stats for. I could do that right now. Did I do this already? Let me check my documents. I don't think I did. No, I'm pretty sure I did. Is it this? Untitled document? Maybe I should title my documents. Oh yeah, here it is. I did title it, Making a Monster. Why is it called Untitled Document? Oh, did it just copy the first words in my... Okay, fair. Let's grab the Volcano Elemental, CR3. Paste it in here. Nope, actually, I would like to grab this template. We're going to go ahead and slap this template. Slap these stats into this template. Volcano Elemental. Medium Elemental. AC 15, hit point 67. XTX plus X. Solve for X. Okay. Speed 30 feet. We're not particularly fast. We're not gonna run away. Damage resistances. Oh yeah, we got damage resistances. I think the new edition doesn't do the non-magical attacks anymore. Cool. Bold damage resistances. Bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. From non-magical attacks. From non-magical weapons. Damage immunities, fire, poison. Senses, 60 foot. Dark vision. Passive perception, sad. And I didn't pick stats for this guy, so I guess we're gonna have to do that now. Challenge level 3. That's not correct. That's not the right font. Languages, I don't think they speak common. I also didn't write down languages, so... Ignan. I don't know. Well, we got skills to pick. Did I do that? Nope, didn't pick them. Well, they obviously don't have perception. Oh, I do have a fiery aura. Hold on. Creatures that end their turn. I don't know how to copy this into here without losing the formatting. take 1d6 fire damage. Objects that aren't being worn or carried ignite if they are flammable. Cool. Go ahead and cut. Oh, I wrote condition immunities a lot. Great. Oh, jeez. I have to go find a stat block to copy because I'm not going to do that from memory. Condition. Okay, I'm just going to write this. Same as fire elemental. Cool. Volcano elemental will speak Salamandriel. But I don't know what that is, but sure. Multi-attack, 2 touch attacks. It's a touch attack? No, it's a punch. It's a slam attack. Why did I write touch attack? Volcano elemental makes 2 slam attacks. Slam. What's the attack bonus? +6. Okay. Kind of weak for CR3, but that's okay. It's okay. I trust my past self. 1d6 3 bludgeoning damage and 1d6 fire damage. Great. There's no other attacks, right? Oh, there's an ash breath. Okay. That should be a 7. No, that should be a 6. Yeah, there we go. Ash breath. I think this is supposed to be at will. That's I don't know. I wish I had taken better notes for myself. Let me just look at the other. It's the same for all 3 levels of volcano elementals, so I'm going to assume this is supposed to be at will. The volcano elemental exhales ash in a 20-foot cone. Each creature in that area must make a DC, what was it, DC 15 Constitution saving throw. Or be poisoned. Becoming poisoned for 1 hour on a failed save. Cool. So in case the party fights this volcano elemental, okay, I should think about its stats. This is where salamander scales would come in handy to use those masks they were going to make from before. Well, they haven't met the salamanders yet. That's in chapter 3. We're only in chapter 1. You know what? I'm going to think about this. I'm going to be right back. Give me like 2 minutes. And I'm back. What did I miss? Oh. You said bears remind me of The Simpsons. Yeah. What was I doing? Oh yeah, that's right. The stats on these guys, I was gonna give them, first of all, these are not correct. Just gonna put dashes there for now. Saving throws. Put those dashes there for now. So I would like to give them, they got +3 to hit, so they need a 17 strength. Dex can be 0. Con, can figure that out. All right, can figure that out right now. So if I make their hit dice 8d8, 3.5 times 8, 7 times 4, 28. Yeah, that's not right. So it needs to be 16d8. 3.5 times 16, 7 times 8 is 56. 56 minus, okay, so what if this is 14d8? How do you get an odd number of hit points? This needs to be like 13d8. Okay, and I need to grab a calculator. I need to math 13 times 3.5. That's not what I typed. What the heck? I am in the wrong calculator. 13 times 3.5 is 45. Plus 13, 58. Plus 13, 71. Okay. So we do something like this. And then we give them a +2 to con. Yeah. And then the rest of these can stay. I don't care. They can be pretty smart. No, let's lower that a little. Okay. Those are stats. Volcano Elemental, pretty strong. Not very quick. Kind of tough. Kind of smart. Maybe not. Maybe not smart. Jokes from others sometimes land, but sometimes they don't. It makes me wonder if there's a way for them to land all of the time. Nope. Nope. That's the thing with being a creative. There's no way. Sometimes you make duds. Like the thing about being, and I'm not like a creative or anything, but the thing I've heard is after a certain point, you and the expert has failed more times than the new person has even tried. So like you're gonna fail. Hey, Mr. Strafe, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. This is this is good enough. This is good enough. Good enough for us to say, if the party wants to fight a volcano elemental, I mean, they don't want to fight a volcano elemental, but if they get lost and they wind up encountering a volcano elemental, we can point the DM at these stats. Good luck, have fun, don't die. I mean, you're gonna kill a level 1 party. A level 1 party, on average, this guy knocks out 2 PCs per turn. So, that's rough. That's rough. You also lose the data being lost. I don't need to write down what the consequences of that are. I think I'd rather the wolves, like, personally. Probably. I mean, the idea is that why are direwolves not here? Direwolf. Also, why is Doppelganger and Darkmantle here, but it's not here on this? What? Are these different? How am I? Wait, Fire Elemental is here now. What? But it was not here. Where am I? These are the same URLs. Why are they different? Have I just been looking at the animals? Oh, I have been just looking at the animals. But wait, hold on. Oh no, Fire Elemental is here. Okay. So wait, if I can grab the Fire Elemental, I just grab all the condition immunities from the Fire Elemental. I'll just put them here. Fire Elemental compositions. What does that mean? I've never... What is Fire Elemental Oh! There's a table here. Huh. That's new. It's just what the Fire Elemental is made out of. What's a Dark Mantle? I think it's like a cloak-like creature that falls on your head and tries to choke you. But let me see if I'm right. Yeah, Ceiling Clinger, it falls... disguises itself as a stalactite, and then it falls on you, and it tries to crush you. You are suffocating while it is attached to you. Good luck. Grab the immunities here. Exhaustion grab. Okay, yeah, I'm just going to copy that. Paste it here. Cool, that's not correct. Let me just put it down here. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to bang these out as fast as I can. Not working. So we have... Dang, these are a lot tougher. That's okay. It's not a competition. Even if we are losing. They don't have saving throws. Oh no, they do have saving throws. They don't have... No, they don't have any saving throws. Do they have any skills? Fire Elemental's got no skills. Have you seen Ars Tartes 2 trailer? I don't know what that is. Oh, howdy, Dragon Grace. Welcome to chat. Back to chapter 1. Dana 2 D6 arrows. I was trying to look up. That's deadly, right? It's supposed to be deadly. It's supposed to be a thing you're not supposed to fight. Yeah, each one is CR1. Like, that's 2d6 of those. That'll destroy a party of level 1s. It's supposed to. But, you know, don't get lost. Travel down the dusty road. Cool breeze and fresh smell, blah, blah. Okay. So there's a side bridge. So we've moved on from just wandering around in the off-road to try and get to the village. If you take the side road, which... Making a first session kind of thing. This is the first session, yes. So we've got the side road here. And this bridge is broken. And I have not expressed that on this map in any way. And I probably should, but... Take a side road, take an alternative road. I should write that. Alternative road. Where are we? Okay. There's an alternative road. Redabulated bridge that leads to Wormgate in a very roundabout way. It adds a whole day to take this path, and the bridge is not safe. The bridge is wooden, but can only safe hold about 100 pounds without risk. Blah, 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 blah. There's a fair amount of it. Roll a d4 for each PC. On a 1, that PC damages the bridge and may fall into the water. They need to make a dexterity saving throw. Against DC 13. If they succeed, roll another d4. See if the recovery damages the bridge. Okay, if a player tries to swim... I wrote all the stats out for this. So I did do some work. How would a snake fly? Oh, maybe it's on a plane. Winged snakes have wings, but that is not what a dark mantle is. Are winged snakes on here? They're not. Are they on here? Nope. Yeah, these aren't snakes. They're not supposed to be snakes. I don't know. Okay, swimming. You have DC 13, strength athletics. If PC falls in the water from the bridge, you automatically fail. Okay. If PC fails to check, they're swept by the current for about 300 feet before they reach the coast on the side of their choice. Violent motions cause something on their equipment to be separated from them and lost. Roll to randomly determine which item is lost. Items in backpacks and items being worn are safe, but things like ropes and bedrolls are not. Yeah. If the players do something else, just deal with it. I'm glad I wrote that. I'm not going to focus on fleshing that out. I'm just going to say we did it. This is enough mechanics to properly run this up to arriving at Wormgate, which is the other half of Chapter 1. So we need to figure out... I don't think we need to figure out how to talk to the village elder. I think that's something that there's no real challenge or struggle. It's just the village elder wants you to go to the catacombs and prove that you're not here to screw the town over by rescuing the village elder's daughter, quote unquote. So the catacomb, large painted wood structure, 2 stories tall, many invited to the side of it, flagging the descent of the road down into an underground catacomb. Okay, the outer room will have some sweet box text describing this rundown structure that looks out of place. Did I do that already? Because this is the box text. Do I need to write more box text? I'm confused because weren't we in the caves the other week? That's Chapter 3. Chapter 3 is the caves. That's the end. But we're at the beginning. So we're not actually playing the campaign, we're just making it. Yeah, I'm just making this. And then I'm going to put it out there. Publish it. Publish in quotes. And then anyone is welcome to take it and run it. Free. I mean, you're welcome to take it, you're welcome to remix it, you're welcome to modify it, make it better. Shouldn't be hard to make it better. We have plenty of room for improvement. But we should totally play it. I'm down. But first we gotta finish it. So the outer room has some sweet box text. Yeah. There's some... Okay, the entrance is barricaded by the village. The need room with barricade. Planks through hard labor. Okay, we should probably put a check here. We should probably put some mechanics. So there's a boarded up entrance. We got to unboard it. Hour effort takes an hour if done by at least 2 PCs. Now we could try using exhaustion. Exhaustion really sucks to use, I think, especially in an intro adventure. Like, that's super rough, but each PC involved must make a strength athletics check against DC 10. On a failure, that character gains 1 level of exhaustion. Oof. Yeah, I'll join if you play it, if I can. Have to figure something out. Once the barricade is removed. Okay, so in both editions, in both versions of 5th edition, exhaustion really sucks. 1 level of exhaustion is pretty crippling. In 2014, it's disadvantage on attack rolls, I believe. No, it's disadvantage on ability checks. I could just look this up. In 2024, it's -2 to all rolls, which, you know, that's obviously bad. Are the 2014 basic rules up here? I guess they're not. So never mind. I can't look it up. It's fine. I didn't want to look it up anyway. Two of the PCs. On a failure, the character gains 1 level of exhaustion. So this I changed because we have to keep in mind that PCs can help each other out. So we could set it up so that we say, okay, 2 PCs, give me an athletics check. Everyone else can help. And at that case, there's a good chance that they'll pass. You know, advantage on a DC 10. Even if you have +0 to that roll, still a 75% chance. And then if you have strength, if you have athletics, if you have these gauntlets that we made, no problem. We'll pass that easy. No exhaustion. That kind of sucks though. I really don't like exhaustion, but I'm just gonna hope that that's fine. Once the barricade is removed, just beyond the entrance are sets of well-equipped bones, the remnants of previous explorers who have tried to come through here. Okay. Now we need to think about loot for getting in here. Nothing fancy. We can just say like explorers packs. There are 3 explorer packs. 3, 4, 5. Dungeoneers packs? No, we could be cheeky and we could say there's 1 explorers pack. There's 1 intact explorers pack for each PC. So you got 5 players, there's 5 explorers packs. So make splitting the loot easy. Is there a better pack than explorers pack to be putting in here? Probably not. It's just a backpack, a bedroll, rations, rope, tinderbox. Dungeoneers pack. Maybe a Dungeoneers pack will be better. What is the difference? The difference is oil. Nope, that's not true. The difference is caltrops and a crowbar. And that's it. Yeah, sure. I'll throw that in. There's 1 intact Dungeoneers pack. Sure. That's fine. That's fine. That's all that's needed. I don't need to add gold to these guys. I don't need to add anything else. It's just a Dungeoneers pack. That's good. If you investigate the corpses, you discover the adventuring party that came down here Claire Great Evil. These former adventures were tasked to come down here and clear out great evil, blah, blah, blah. Some kind of... Okay, nothing else of significant interest in the room. Okay, we go to the foyer. There's a large and open space meant for ceremonies and preparation of the dead. Are there any mechanics we need for the ghost here? I think the point of the ghost is just to point the party at the book in the next room. All right, I'm heading out. Have a good evening night. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Minty. Have a good night. as long as the ghost says the book, like literally just says the words the book, they have served their purpose, and everything else is unnecessary. So this room's gonna need some cooking. We got a lot of bones, and I want those bones to do something. So we could just say they're difficult terrain. We could say that the bones are worse. We could say that the bones are uneven terrain, and I don't want to say you have a chance to trip. You walk on the bones, you have a chance to trip. No, that's silly. If you're standing on a tile with a bunch of bones, they get in the way. How would they get in the way? They slow you down, so they're difficult terrain. Maybe that's good enough, you know? That seems kind of lame, but I will write that down. It's important to establish this. Okay, I didn't need to write that. Huge room where a bunch of dead are interred. An evil creature is idle here. Aghast. The ghast is special. It's got 3 hit point bars. I'm going to have to write stats for Aghast. I don't think I want to use... I don't think I want to use the ghast in the basic rules, because there is no ghast in the basic rules. So we're going to write ghast stats. And obviously we're not going to copy the ghast stats, because that's... this is a special ghast. Special ghast. Big curse. It's not big, though. Cursed ghast. Sure. Huge. Medium undead. We'll come back to that. Skeletons. There are zombies, I believe. Yeah, this thing spawns zombies. I imagine walking through a deep room of bones would affect your footing quite considerably. Yeah, for sure. It could be like disadvantage on you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws, I guess. I don't know. But the floor is much of the room is covered in bones, which are difficult terrain. Additionally, a creature standing in these squares has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. Is there... Okay. Are there rules for caltrops? As you utilize action, blah, 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 dexterity saving throw. Take 1 piercing damage and have its speed reduced to 0. No. Not going to do that. These are not caltrops. They're just annoying. They're not meant to be... Although, the bones and the caltrops would synergize in that case. Is that good? Yeah, your parry chance would take a penalty at the very least, and ranged weapons. Yeah, you can't fight as well. Yeah. there's also these alcoves. I don't think they need any stats there. That's just where the zombies come from. Yeah, generally. On the other side of the room, okay, hold on. Additionally, creature standing because of the disadvantages this is from the clutter. On the other side of the room is a strangely clean book, gilded in silver and covered in magical runes. A PC with Arcana that gets in 5 proficiency. Arcana proficiency. That gets within 5 feet of the book immediately recognizes the runes as radiating, referring to necromantic power. This is a book of something about necromancy. This is not a stream about naming things. This is a stream about mechanics. So I'm gonna go ahead and not name it right now. If the book is destroyed, the gas immediately screens out play, lose all its hit point bars and drops to 1 hit point. Okay, so let's cook up a ghast now. A cursed ghast. That's the wrong appendix. What was the daughter's name? Did I give the daughter a name? Because I could just refer to her by name instead of by cursed ghast. Where is Isan? Rescue her daughter. Did I not name the daughter? That might come up in a conversation, so I should probably do that. Yeah, I should probably do that. All right. For now, cursed ghast. Here's a ghast. Do we have any other stats we can use as a reference? Probably not. Skeleton. I think zombie's in here too. Let's look at zombie. That's gonna be our guiding star. Especially because this thing summons zombies. Is ghoul in here? That would be... No. That'd be too easy. Okay. Ooh, that's gross. Let's go with skeleton instead. That's better. Okay. That's better. AC 14, 13 hit points. No. No, that's not correct. I like AC 14. It's tougher than a bandit, but it's not like super tough. All right, hit points. I'm going to say 33, 33, 33. It has 3 hit point bars. Are they D8s for... Yeah, it's a D8 for skeletons. So it'll be a D8. Why did I type 12? It'll be a D8 for this ghast. So 4D8. 3.5 times 4. That's 14. 8D8. 8 times 3.5 is 28. Plus 8. Plus 8. 36. Okay, that's too high. 78 plus 7. What is 78 plus 7? 5 times 7 plus 7. That's 31. Great. Let's go there. Okay. Probably where bandits in there, past living life, Tomb Raiders. There may be bandits in here. It's true. Let's go with 14. I don't know. 14. No, let's go with 12. 10. 10. I think these are very flat, featureless stats. Let me check the skeleton. Oh, skeleton's got a lot of health, but not a lot of brains. And I'm sure zombies are even worse. I know ghasts are different, so I don't take that too deep. Mark this as a nothing. Mark this as a nothing. Okay, what condition immunities do they have? They have immunities to poison, exhaustion, and the poison condition. Poisson. Exhaustion. Do ghasts get immunity to poison? They probably don't. Oop. Okay, come on. Okay, so this is supposed to be a challenge 3, but it's kind of hard to measure because we give this thing 3 hit point bars, and I don't know how to math that out the top of my head. This thing should have dark vision 60 feet. Passes perception 10. I guess it can speak common, that's fine. And we need to give it the feature that makes its hit point bars do stuff. The official thing is called like mythic actions, but I'm not doing that. Bonus hit point bars. No, there's a better name for that. Cursed life bar. Cursed life. If the cursed ghast runs out of hit points, it chooses an alcove in the catacombs and spawns a zombie. Then it regains all hit points. Is reduced to 0 hit points. Then it regains all hit points. Alright. You can't imagine poison doing anything. There's certain poisons which affect bone marrow. We need to give this thing its claws, and I think it has a paralyzing claw. I'm just gonna come with that off the top of my head. All right, cursed ghast. Can make 2 claw attacks. Definitely not plus 14 to hit. Plus 5 to hit is fine. Reach 5 feet. We don't have this. This thing doesn't have a tail. 1 target, 1d6 plus 2 damage. And the target must make a Constitution saving throw. DC 12. On a failure, the creature is paralyzed for 1 minute. At the end of the creature's turn, it can repeat the saving throw. At the end of each of the creature's turns, it can repeat the saving throw, ending the effect early on a success. Cool. I believe this also has a poison aura. What do ghasts have? Is it a poison aura or is it like a nauseating aura? Each creature within 10 feet of the cursed ghast. Why is it capitalized? Must make a Constitution saving throw. DC 12. On a failure, that creature is poisoned. For 1 minute. While poisoned in this way, the creature... What else did it... What else was there? Is it... incapacitated? For as long as it's within 10 feet. No, that's not improvement. Stop it. Go back to poison for 1 minute. While poisoned this way, the creature is it really can't attack? Creature's incapacitated. At the end of each of the creature's turns, it can repeat the saving throw, ending the effect early on a success. That can't be right. What does Stinking Cloud do? What does that spell do? I'm just going to look that up real quick. Give me 1 second. This is a boss creature, but that's not right. That's just not right. It could be something that happens once per day. Okay. Forget what ghasts are supposed to do. What would be fun for the players? What would be a fun boss mechanic for the players to deal with? Dazed? Is that a condition? I don't know what dazed is. Where are the spells? Spells. What does Stinking Cloud do? I know that's a spell. It might not be a spell in the book in the basic rules. Wasn't BG1? Well, we could make it, but I don't actually know what it does. Stinking. There it is. I have lost internet connection, but hopefully the stream is still intact. That happens. Creature can only take an action or a bonus action, not both. Is that what it says? Creature can't take an action or a bonus action. That's what incapacitated is, isn't it? I misread this. Creature can't take an action or a bonus action. What does incapacitated mean? You can't take any action, bonus action, or reaction. Okay. So, is that better? Your concentration is broken. Poison this way, the creature's incapacitated. At the end of each of the creature's turns, can repeat saving throw, ending the effect early on a success. Uh, no, that's silly. This is silly. I'm not doing this. Okay. Can't do anything plus vomiting. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I think I want to do something. I want to do like a meaner debuff where it's like uh while poisoned in this way, the mm, hmm. So we could do something that's like all attacks against that creature have advantage. Or we could do something like if you walk on the bones while you're nauseated, it hurts. They hurt you. Or we could do something where it's like the gas choose where you move on your turn. Or let me look at the map. We could be really silly and say, okay, you vomit, and now you made the floor difficult. Or, hmm. I mean, that's too much. That's too gross. But I like the idea of you fail fail this Constitution saving throw. You're nauseated, and now you're a problem for your allies. But I don't entirely understand how to make that. So everyone will be wandering around, spasming and vomiting, flailing wildly whilst blind. That is so mean. Just bouncing off the walls, spewing out bodily fluids everywhere. We could say that while poisoned in this way, a creature that ends their turn within 10 feet of the cursed guest takes 1d6 poison damage. Yeah, so if you stick around, it's bad for your health. It encourages you to move away. And that opens up us to be like, okay, walking in these bones is really bad. And also opens us up to maybe move the bones around during the fight, so we can be like, every time a zombie pops out, the zombies add bones to the field. And then we attach something mean to the bones. They're not just difficult terrain. Standing in these squares gives you disadvantage on dexterity saving throws, which doesn't matter, because the ghast doesn't have any dexterity saving throws. But I know what we could do. We refer to this book. So we got this book of necromancy, and we've got all these bones. So what we could do is we could have the book. We could give that an initiative in turn. We could give it a turn every round. And we can say, okay, the book animates some bones. So if anyone is standing in a square with bones, the bones slash at them. So, yeah, I like that. I like that. So, we'll need to make stats for the book. I mean, we don't need to make stats for the book, but we need to keep that in mind. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll go with that, and we'll actually say that this is good. This is good. These stats are good because this is going to encourage. So this is a very cramped fight because there's only like this many squares. And the gas doesn't care. The gas can go anywhere. I mean, it's difficult terrain still, and they don't want to have disadvantage on dex saving throws, but they can be here, do their stink, and suddenly everyone is has to get away from them. It removes space from this fight, so it makes it even more cramped, or they're going to take damage. So I like that. I like that. Okay. Something that occurs to me. Now, I was expecting the party to be level 1 when they get here. That's a stupid assumption. If they're level 2, this is a better fight. Because we can just run it as is, and we're not being mean. But at level 1, this is kind of a mean fight. But at level 2, it's fine. Let's say the party's level 2 when they get here. Okay, so to do that, before we continue, let's go ahead and... That means that the party hits level 2 when they arrive at the village, which means they had 2 fights, which... Is that right? I mean... Sure. If you arrive at Wormgate, you earned level 2. When the party arrives at Wormgate, they level up. No. Wait. Okay. If the party agrees to this, San suggests spending the night at the inn and going down fresh, going to the catacombs fresh in the morning. If the party does, they level up during the night. That's not a good time to be leveling up, but I really don't want them to be fighting this gas with 3 hit point bars at level 1. Right. So we need to add zombies, and I think zombies can just be these zombies. Why not? For zombie stats, see there. Okay. Yeah. We just need one more thing. We need the book. Let me actually verify that's true. So, this is not the catacomb. Here we go. Let's go down here. We see the catacomb. This gas is special. It's a boss creature. It has 3 hit point bars. When the party drops one of the hit point bars to 0, a dark energy exudes from the gas and it heals it completely. Additionally, one of the corpses in the room animates and becomes a zombie under the control of the ghast. We've reflected that in the stats, so that's fine. Much of the room is covered in bones, which are difficult terrain. Additionally, creature... Blah, 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 strangely... Okay. Other side of the room is a strangely clean book gilded in silver and covered in magical runes. PC can identify it. If the book is destroyed, the ghast immediately screams in pain, loses all of its hit point bars. Loses all uses of its cursed life ability. Is better wording. Why am I not? Down here, okay. Immediately screams out in pain, loses all uses of its cursed life ability, and drops to 1 hit point. Oh, I completely forgot that this boss has a what's the word? You can shortcut this boss by killing its... It has an Achilles heel. That's the word. So maybe it is fine to fight at level 1. Probably not. But maybe. This book radiates dark energy whenever the ghast does. Why did I write that? Does the ghast radiate dark energy? I don't know. Oh, I did write that down. Whenever the party drops one of its hit point bars to 0, dark energy exudes from the ghast. Okay, so whenever it uses cursed life ability, the book says, "Hey, me, I did that." Okay. Party does not destroy the book, they can recover it. It's a magic item does. Also, we need to add that the book has an action in combat, and I need to format this so that the DM realizes that this is a thing. On initiative, count 0, the book takes an action, causing the choosing the nearest non-undead creature to it that is standing in bones. It animates the bones, causing them to strike at the creature with a +8 to hit. On a success, the creature takes 1d6 slashing damage. Cool. And now we have to make this book. I need to think of a better way to highlight this for the DM, because I expect if I hand this document to a DM, big wall of text, this is going to get lost. And I don't want that to be lost. I want that to be a part of the fight. So if I make a stat block, if I make like a creature for this thing, sure, that'll work. But that's pretty heavy-handed that I have to stat out a book. It doesn't have strength, it doesn't have dex, it doesn't have a speed. It has like 4 hit points, an armor class of 10. It doesn't have saving throws or it doesn't speak language. It's a book. It doesn't speak. But anyway, a book of necromantic might. Let's call this a rare magic item. Requires attunement. All right. I've put this off for a long time, and now I need to figure out what this book does. Maybe it creates undead. Also, false life is a cool spell. Thanks, past me. I'm going to take those and start there. This is a magic item. This book can... This book has... I don't really want to use charges for it, but... This book can be used to channel the energy into a target. As an action, you can cast one of the following spells. False life, inflict wounds, or animate dead. How does inflict wounds? I know how inflict wounds works. How does false life work? Can you upcast it? That's the real question. Because I think I want all of these spells to be 3rd level. Because we're a rare magic item. We gotta be a little... This is not the basic rules. Free rules, please. I would like to find the spells. Nope. Spell descriptions. I know false life is in here. Don't tell me it's not. There it is. Oh, you can upcast it. False life at 3rd level. Inflict wounds at 3rd level. Animate dead. When you cast a spell, if you use this book to cast a spell, you must make a Constitution saving throw. DC 15. The next time you rest. Long rest. You finish a long rest. On a failure, the necromantic takes a hold. Causing your demeanor to become pallid and what's another word for you look ugly? Let me go grab the thesaurus. Gaunt? That's not right. Is gaunt the right? What are some words? A bad thing happens, but it's only cosmetic. Haggard? No. Bony, cadaverous. Haggard is actually pinched, scraggly. If you fail again, you become gassed under the control of the DM. Right. This is a bad news book, but it's very powerful. Maybe the DC shouldn't be 15. Maybe we can make that a little nicer. Or we can say a creature with proficiency in Arcana has advantage on this saving throw. On failure, maybe it could be a wisdom saving throw. That makes more sense. All right, that's kind of a mean magic item. If you fail twice in 1 week. become a cursed gas under the control of the DM. Okay. Cacophony of unsightliness. It's well put. I like that. For a week. Let me just make sure I'm not being too mean. Let me see what other rare magic items we got. Oh, there are the basic rules, the 2014 basic rules. Because I don't want to be like, you did all this work for a magic item, and it sucks. Winged boots. They let you fly. Tome of Clear. Okay, these are very rare. Sending stones are uncommon. Shield of Missile. It's cursed. Let's not use that as a... Ring of Evasion. Okay. When you fail a dexterity saving throw while wearing the ring, you can use a reaction to succeed instead. That's really good. Ring of Feather Falling. Also rare. You're just permanently feather falling. Okay, that's pretty good too. Ring of Free. Okay, so actually we could probably add a lot of potency to this book. So we could give it a passive bonus too. Okay. Let's just keep looking. Let's see what else we got. Okay, we can cast False Life at 3rd level, which is not that impressive. We could gain resistance to necrotic energy. Necrotic damage. You gain resistance to necrotic damage. While attuned to this book, you gain resistance to necrotic damage. Additionally, you have advantage on any saving throw caused by an undead. There we go. Now that's a better item. I think resistance to one thing is not that impressive. Yeah. No, hold on. That's a potion of resistance. Where are the rings of resistance? Those are rare. So just kidding. This is actually really good. We've cooked up a really good item. It's not that it's fine. Inflict wounds at 3rd level is really powerful. What is that, like 5d10 damage? Look at me looking up a spell that I should know off the top of my head. That's this game. Oh, wow, they nerfed it. It's actually 4d10. That's worse. I'm glad I looked it up. So you have a book. It can deal 4d10 damage to a target, or you can get 2d4 plus 15 temporary hit points. Or, well, if we just make this 4th level. Or Animate Dead. I think being able to cast Animate Dead. Oh, the way I've written this. These are at will. This is too insane. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me. You can cast one of the following spells. Each one once per day. There we go. Okay. That's better. You can cast False Life once per day. You can cast Inflict Wounds once per day. You can cast Animate Dead once per day. There's probably a better way to word that, but it's fine. This is fine. I think this is an item we can give to the party. We can say, here you go, have fun, good luck, don't blow yourself up with this. And then we give them the opportunity to blow themselves up with this. You know? There's no risk the first time you use it. But the second time you use it, you instantly die and are replaced with a bad with badness. So all right, thanks, Past Me. Thank you for this. Appreciate that. There's a lot of corpse in this room. Ghast as Isan's starter. I don't think we need further mechanics. Here, they get rewarded 50 gold for their work, which is fine. Didn't I offer them like way more gold if they defeated the bandits? Then again, defeating the bandits is pretty tough, so we're gonna go ahead and say this reward of 50 gold. That's fine. That's fine. It might be better to say like 20 gold per PC. Is that better? Ghast as Isan's starter? Yeah, that's the twist. They were sent out to rescue the daughter, but there's no daughter down here because that's the daughter. Cursed by the book that curses you. And of course, we have to put that in the mechanics that this can turn you into a ghast if you misuse it. We have to do that. Our hands are tied. If we don't do that, we're not. What are we doing? We're not designing a game. We're just spasming words onto a document and hoping that they make sense. I'm gonna say 20 GP per player. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. That's fine. That's fine. 50 GP, totally fine. Should we arrange to have someone guide them to the location of the recent volcano? Cool. Chapter 1. Mechanized. I think this is okay. This is okay. This could be great. This could actually be great. We could have accidentally like slapped together something that's amazing. But I'm sure it's at least okay. There's a it's more than just run them and hit this ghast, cause the aura is hopefully. Oh, it's in Appendix A. The aura is hopefully making things mixed up. It also might be worth letting the ghast do its nauseating stench when it does its cursed life thing. And activates its nauseating action without using an action. I mean, this could be too much, but it could be great. Maybe the poison should wear off. Because you can't do anything about it if you're poisoned. Like if you run away, you're still poisoned. If the creature ends their turn more than 10 feet away. The ghast, cursed ghast, They may repeat the saving throw, ending the effect early on a success. Okay, so that gives victims of this ability a little more agency to do something about it. We got the bandits, which they steal your money. They steal their money and they run away. They're happy. They're happy just taking money and leaving. That's their goal. Their goal is not to kill. Their goal is not to be killed. You got this volcano elemental, but you're not supposed to fight that yet. It's CR3, but the party is level 1 when they're able to fight this, and even if they get to level 2, no, at level 2 this thing isn't that much of a threat. Not by itself, but that's okay. Oh no, because it's got resistance to. It's got resistance. Hey, you know what? You know those gauntlets? What if we make them do force damage? Just to bypass that resistance. Because I don't think there's going to be any other way. Anyway, so we still have so that's chapter 1. We still have chapter 2 to do. Chapter 2 needs a lot. And chapter 2, basically we need to write chapter 2. The mechanics for what needs to be done and how you do it and what are the rewards. All that needs to be cooked up. And then chapter 3. Still need to cook that up. We've got all these rooms. There's some stuff in there, but we don't really know what it does. Some of these rooms are cold. Some of these rooms are hot. What does the cold do? What does the hot do? We got oozes and molds. Those need stats. We got fire salamanders. I think we're going to not use the fire salamanders in the book because those fire salamanders are not what I was imagining. Those are like half humanoid. They got arms and spears. And I was thinking more like a 4 to 6 legged lizard that breathes fire. Is salamander even here? Anyway, my point is, we got a lot to do. So probably next time, chapter 2. We'll make chapter 2 look good. And then after that, chapter 3. And then after that, I think we need to start editing this together. We need to start polishing up the text because it's just plopped text in a Word doc, and we want this to look more presentable than that. So we need to put these in actual boxes and not just brackets. Box text in actual boxes. Imagine that. Hopefully that's not hard. And by hard, I mean hopefully that's not long. Hopefully it doesn't take more than one stream to do. But I've been very poor at predicting how long each of these things will take stream-wise. Like I thought I would be through chapter 2 at least for this stream. When you're on next, I will be streaming next Saturday. Tuesdays and Saturdays are the days I target whenever I can. And then once we polish it up, I think it's good enough to stop. So 3 or 4 more streams, and then we'll have a product, a free product that I'll post somewhere and ask people to try this out, see what you think. You know, do you use OBS? Yeah, I use OBS. I have OBS. I think I'm forgetting something. There's also something else. Not coming to mind. Something in the intro? Something to do with the plot. Do I need to cook up more plot? I probably do. Because this is probably too bare for the DM to work with. But that'll be next time. So I'm gonna stop here. This was good. Next time, chapter 2. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, everybody. Hope you're having a good day out there. Hope you're having a good one. Thanks for being a part of this and for chatting. See you all next time. Alrighty, bye now.